It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Houston Texans. And it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston Texans, and NRG Stadium. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. We are about set for kickoff. Greg, talking to the coaches all week. We're so curious to see what's going to play out here at the start of this one.
And ideally, I think each of these teams is thinking, okay, we think this is how the game's going to unfold. This is our plan. This is how we're going to go attack. And if that's the case, great. But very rarely does that happen, Mike. So it's really the team that makes the best adjustments in real time, in between possessions, in between snaps. The team that adjusts the fastest and the most efficiently, they're the ones that come the end.
About ready to get this one started. Amy Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go from Houston. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
His skill set can be determined by the letter A. Arm talent, accurate, athletic. And he's got a kind of aura about him. There's something special that they know. When he's under center, we have a shot. First-round pick. He's got everything you want for the quarterback position. He needs to take that next step from being a legitimate, bona fide franchise quarterback to a superstar in the NFL.
And he is hit behind the line of scrimmage. The defense with a statement on the game's first play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. They'll give it to Dobbins. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Herbert now on first down. Finding the tight end. Here's Will Dissly.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
On second down, a run. Well, how about a reverse instead? And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
On play action now, Herbert. In trouble. Down he goes. That's Will Anderson, the defensive rookie of the year, in there to record the sack.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
So now, 4th down, and Cameron Dicker is on for the Chargers. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
You could certainly make the case, Mike, that he had one of the best rookie seasons by a quarterback in NFL history. Not so much just his personal play, but he has completely rejuvenated that Houston Texans locker room and that Houston Texans organization. It was incredible watching him as a rookie. Tell you what, though, I think he's even more capable here in his second year under center.
They run with the longtime Bengal, Joe Mixon. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They try to work the screen with Mixon. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll try and run for this with Mixon. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down for Houston.
Over the last couple years, Mike, we've seen the trend in the NFL is that 3rd down has really become a passing down, but not here. Not for this team. They keep the ball on the ground. They're able to pick up a big gain. Fresh set of downs.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll go right back to Mixon. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Stroud. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw is Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon. Forget about it. They're going to lose more yardage there. Good job on the defense, and it's 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The Chargers offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. He connects with Palmer on that one. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
This one complete to Palmer. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. Nice job by the defense there. Took away all the options downfield, and quarterback realized pretty quickly, I got no choice but to check this down, and results in no gain.
Now a play fake. Herbert. There's Hurst downfield. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Herbert. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. A gain of 16 on that pass play. 1st down, L.A. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. The Chargers out to the early lead. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. They fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Daniil Hunter, ex-rusher extraordinaire, in action again.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chargers, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Texans offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They're still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with the first down. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw, it's Stroud. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Chargers offense ready for this next possession. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Herbert. To the right side and hauled in by McConkey.
Go Chargers.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now it's Dobbins, and he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
3rd down and 9. Throwing, Herbert. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A run with Dobbins. He'll edge forward for maybe a yard. Christian Harris there on the stop. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now it's Herbert. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Motion man is the tight end going right. Here's a run to the 5-yard line. Now here's 2nd and goal. Herbert to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. But unfortunately, this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
Play 7 of the drive coming up, and it's 3rd and goal. Now, Herbert. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers extend their advantage to 13-0. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They find themselves down 13-0 here. They try to get things started offensively. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Stroud. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. They need to say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half, putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
Stroud connects with Collins, and it's a 1st down for Houston.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick, because that ball is coming out.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They will work the middle with Mixon. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Stroud to throw. He's got the veteran. That's Robert Woods. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
A run here with Mixon. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
I'd like to welcome everybody to GOATS International Sports Showdown 2025 edition, hosted by myself, Devin Smith. Of course, we're continuing Wildcard weekend early, and we're doing this first round AFC Wildcard. Number 5, Los Angeles Chargers, 11-6, taking on Houston Texans, who are the 4th seed at home at 10-7. I was picking the Houston Texans only because most of the teams at home have been winning in this wildcard weekend, whether it's AFC or NFC. We did the Philadelphia Eagle matchup yesterday, and that was real good. The Philadelphia Eagle matchup, and the Eagles, of course, won against the Packers, blowing them out. For anybody that'd like to leave any messages, ideas, or any of your opinions on this game, feel free to communicate with me in the chat. And once again, I'm your host, Devin Smith, hosting GOATS International Sports Showdown 2025 edition. We have some great matches also coming up. We got number 6 Pittsburgh Steelers, 10-7. They'll be taking on Baltimore Ravens, who are the number 3 seed, 12-5 in Baltimore. In the AFC Wild Card first round matchup. And then, of course, we're going to have Denver Broncos, the number 7 seed, taking on number 2 seed Buffalo Bills at 13-4. So you may not want to miss that either. You can also check out my YouTube short videos and My YouTube short videos are on YouTube. You can check that out too if you like. We have another matchup in the NFC Wildcard matchup, and that's the number 6 Washington Commanders, 12-5, taking on Tampa Bay Buccaneers, C3, 10-7. And then we have Minnesota Vikings, seed 5, taking on Los Angeles Rams, seed 4. The Rams are 10-7, and the Vikings are 14-3. So that should be a great NFC matchup for this wild card weekend. So I'm covering all the simulation live streams in my Madden series, 23rd season, and I'll be covering all the wild card matchups in this first round NFC AFC wild card playoffs first round weekend 2025.
But first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw is Herbert. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing again, Herbert. Wide open is the tight end. He's got this one. And he's into the end zone. Will Dissly. Touchdown Chargers. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
Point after now from Dicker. It's up and good. And the Chargers add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here's Pierce for the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Texans offense going to take over just before the half. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Here's Stroud. He's going to tuck it and go. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now, Stroud. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Reports. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far. But there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to take over possession of the football. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. He'll spot his big tight end. That's Dalton Schultz.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Stroud. And he gets that one complete to Collins. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback.
That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Derwin James. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Second half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick 6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
Kicker now for the extra point. He's got it.
The 2025 NFL Playoffs one-round AFC Wildcard games and highlights will be coming up next on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2025.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker.
The 2025 NFL Playoffs one-round AFC Wildcard matchup is now live streaming on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2025.
This one has the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Texans offense ready to see what they can do. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. On the handoff, running left, it's Mixon. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear.
5 Los Angeles Chargers 11-6 at 4 Houston Texans 10-7.
A second down throw for Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
The Texans set to punt this one away. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set.
The 2025 NFL Playoffs one-round AFC Wildcard matchup will be coming up next on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2025.
He has been excellent all game long. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. He'll get this out to the left flat. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On play action, now Herbert. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
Here's Dobbins. And he will convert. Good job there. Drive continues at the 48.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
7 Denver Broncos 10-7 at 2 Buffalo Bills 13-4.
What they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
They'll run it with Dobbins out of the pistol. And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. That is going to bring up 4th down.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
On 4th down, out is J.K. Scott to punt for the Chargers. The veteran Robert Woods goes back to return. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Stroud. This one uncorked. Looking for Woods. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike. And they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work. Where are our matchups? And let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle. And they just cannot get anything going through the air.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. This is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Notre Dame. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg, their 2nd pick 6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick 6, but to get 2 pick 6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
Point after now from Dicker. The kick is good. And the Chargers will add 1 more onto their big lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. C.J. Stroud and the Houston offense set to get going again. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally, the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mixon. Up the sideline to the 40. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick 1st down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Stroud to throw here on first down. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Throwing on second down, Stroud. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They try to work the screen with Mixon, and it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down with Mixon. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Mechie, the man in motion. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Back to throw, Stroud. He'll get this out wide. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
Once the quarterback sensed that pressure was coming, I think his time clock started going off, and he said, I'm not going to have enough time to let the original play develop. So what does he do? He tries to settle by throwing the ball quicker, get it underneath the sticks, and rely for run after catch, and he's going to get stopped short of the first down.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Herbert. He connects with Palmer on that one. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Pistol here for Herbert. There's Hurst downfield. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Really nice throw downfield on that conversion. Brings up a new set of downs. And defensively, Mike, this feels like desperation mode. If you allow them to finish this drive with a touchdown, this game feels all but over.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Dobbins. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They're going to motion their tight end, Hurst. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down by a couple of yards as they convert on 3rd and 3.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Los Angeles.
They're going to motion their tight end, Hurst. They'll go with a counter on 1st down. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. He connects with Disley. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Here it is on 4th down. And he's not going to get there. Coming up a couple of yards short. This is going to be a turnover on down. The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Catch made. That's Woods. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Texans 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And that is incomplete.
can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
To the left side, caught by Schultz. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Here's Stroud. He'll try and get there on the ground. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long first down.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He's looking for Joe Mixon coming out of the backfield. And it'll lead to a second down. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's to the right side and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Stroud to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And on that third down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up fourth down.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. And he's going to have a Texans first down as they wind up getting 13 on fourth down.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Chargers' 27-yard line.
2nd and a yard. Throwing is Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard mark.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Here's a toss, right side to Mixon. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
3rd and long. On the option, they give it to Mixon.
The handoff to Jim Mixon. Jasir Taylor on the stop. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. To throw is Stroud. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Chargers offense. And their running back set to go once more. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Dobbins, and he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. A run with Dobbins. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. That's Palmer, the man in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. This will not do the trick. They stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away. And he's on to punt for just the 2nd time in this game. This brought him out past the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. To throw, it's Stroud. And he gets that one complete to Collins.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Here's Stroud. They go right back to Collins. He's got it again. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. He'll find Woods. That one is caught. And he's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. So it's a win for the visiting Chargers. They didn't quite get the shutout they were hoping for and likely deserved. This was a tremendous defensive performance. They held the other guys to just a field goal, that's all. And that defensive unit was the driving force in this victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.